viewers, thanks for watching Parties Extra, brought to you by Party Galaxy. We're at Cam Gamble's garden. She is going to show us her new vegetables that she's growing, the pea shoots and the mushrooms, along with tomatoes, squash, onions, and everything she has going here. She's also going to make us a little salad.
You know, it's a great season this year as opposed to when you were here last year when it was brutally hot. And we have got tomatoes and cucumbers right now. We've got all these different kinds of basil. We've got arugulas and spinaches and Swiss chard and all sorts of tomatoes. And the tomatoes are early. I typically don't have tomatoes till July. We've got pea shoots.
New this year?
New this year, pea shoots and mushrooms. Yes, ma'am. Pea shoots and mushrooms we're growing. They're a favorite of our basket program. The basket program, we've got probably 60 members, and then in the summer, which is now, we bump up to probably 80 to 90. And they get a basket of produce from our garden, and we supplement with a few things, cantaloupes from Peachcrest, etc., every week. And we send recipes, and then they get to participate in the bounty. The Community Supported Agriculture, CSA, is the acronym for that.
And you've always done that?
Yes, we've had that for probably 9 to 10 years at this point. And we have some people who have been with us from the beginning. And we still have room in the summer, and then you get a weekly email, and that email will tell you what's going to be in the basket for that week. We do have 55 people who have signed up for the summer, and they get a basket all summer long, you know, no matter what. And then we have extra baskets for those people. But you get, if you email us through camscookery.com, then we can put you on our weekly email list, and you'll get the emails. And then if we have enough extra baskets and you want one, you can get one. My very favorite salad, especially when summer comes, which is with tomatoes, cucumbers, basil, feta. You can put croutons on it. And then a light salt and pepper, and then a little light lemon vinaigrette is what we use. You can put arugula in it, but it's an old Italian salad. And then when I worked in Arizona for a great chef there, she taught me this salad, and I made it every day for her restaurant. And then I would eat it just about every day. And once the tomatoes come in, which we've just started getting our tomatoes, which is amazing because typically we don't get good tomatoes until July. So, and I will eat this every day. I'll eat it the next day. You know, it's just a wonderful salad. But you can't make this salad with anything but fresh farm produce. You can't make it with, you know, store-bought anything. The flavors are awful. My own personal opinion. Okay, I'm going to mix this so I don't keep... There you go. It's just a little lemon vinaigrette with olive oils, and then our salt and our pepper. There you go. And then just a little feta or a nice goat cheese. Helen, we were going to talk about the pea shoots.
Oh, yes.
And I have folks that are like, every once in a while we grow pea shoots year-round, although in the 100-degree heat for months at a time last summer, and they did actually stop. But it's basically just the youngest, most tender growth from a pea, and which is why it's called a pea shoot. But they're really tender, and they taste like a nice light pea. Squashes, we've got some patty pan squashes, and then these are Magda squashes, which is more of a Middle Eastern squash, but they're really delicious. You can do a lot with them. These are Zephyr, the yellow and gold are Zephyr. And then we've got the zucchinis, and we also have a golden zucchini, which I don't have in here. And then this is my favorite. This is an heirloom cucumber. These are lemon cucumbers, and you might remember from the baskets that sometimes people think they're squash if I forget to tell them what they are in the basket, and so they'll grill them. And I say, what was that peculiar squash that was lightly yellow and round? And I'm like, well, no, that was a lemon cucumber.
Last year, you all were growing worms for compost. So
yes.
Are you doing that?
We have some of those worms that are working in the compost as we speak, but we're not as diligent about keeping the worms to do the worm castings so that we can then spray them on the garden. So. A few things fall by the wayside. You grow mushrooms, you add pea shoots, you get chickens and rabbits, and then the worms just kind of go away. And we have lots of eggs. It's a lot of fun. My husband had always wanted chickens, and so 12 years later we finally got chickens. and it's a lot of fun. I didn't realize how much fun it would be. And they eat in the garden. You know, the certain things have bolted and they're not fit for us to eat, but the chickens love them. And we, so now I stay up and read about chicken stuff at night. And so I know all the different chicken breeds, and Americanas and Easter eggers are the ones that do the blue eggs. And it's a lot of fun. And the yolks are tremendously orange because of what their diet is, as opposed to what a commercially produced egg would have. My son picks them up and is just very gentle with them, and he calls, we got little chicks, they're not chicks, but more pullet size, and it was his sweet Annie, and so we would go out and see his sweet Annie every day. So it's, you know, it's a cool thing from that perspective. We've had a lot of school groups come through, and that's a passion, is to ignite that passion in children. Like my son loves to go pull up the carrots and all those types of things, and so yeah, we had some groups from some local schools come, and they just, you know, went home and from the feedback I got and talked about it, and so it's just really neat.